All right. We live. We get it to work.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What was the thing?
No, so you can hear me there. You can hear me now.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, hold up.
You get your mic to work? Nah, man. What you do? Don't stop messing with stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
You got your mic on?
Yeah.
I think the mic. Make sure you close the pause to the mic so we can hear you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get. Chad, welcome to another edition, man. Talk That Talk podcast from the crib. It's Saturday. I go by the name of Bake. Y'all know the vibes. I got my co-host. We got to get right in 2025. We got to get my dog right in 2025. We got to get him up to the standard now. You know who he is. Producer of the year, father of the year, husband of the year, coach of the year, teacher of the year, all that in a nutshell. We got my man. And you muted. I don't know what didn't happen. God got me, but he got you. What happened to the mic? He can't hear you. You muted. Oh, God dang it. Anyway, my boy.
Hello.
There he is.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We gonna get him right, Chad. We gonna get him out
Thing
dog.
wants to work, things don't work. Don't make no sense. He bought me this too. I think Jay bought me this.
Oh man, we gonna get him right. It's time for 2025. We've been delaying this. Reasons is gonna get right by a couple months, Jack. When we do the home things, it's gonna be up to par, up to standard. It's gonna be just as close as your boy Bake set up, man. You know, we gotta invest and we gotta make sure my dog is right when he at the crib, man. The mics, we gotta get him up there. Anyway, we got a whole lot of crazy stuff happening this week. We got Super Bowl predictions we're gonna talk about first because, you know, we gotta talk. We're gonna take a lot more time to talk about the heist of the year. It was heist. They stole Luka Doncic. The Lakers got a new face, new sheriff in town, and his name is Luka. We're gonna be talking about that, and we're gonna talk about all the other trades that happened, and we also gonna be talking about the Royal Rumble and the impact of that when it comes to the WWE side of things, and who is Jay Uso going to pick, and will John Cena finally win the big one to get to WrestleMania? But before we do all that, man,
Like 20 matches in a row. I don't remember. When was the last time John Cena won a match?
I don't know. It's been a minute. But before we do that, dog, we gotta talk about this Super Bowl that's happening tomorrow. Will Kansas City repeat? Repeat.
Would it be a hat trick?
Oh, I like the way you did that. I like the way you did that. A hat trick. I like the way you did that. Yeah.
It's one of those situations where, as a fan of football,
Okay.
it's like, how do you bet against Mahomes? The man doesn't lose.
Come on now.
It's just one of those situations where you keep saying like, oh, this gonna be the team to do it. Oh, this gonna be the team to do it. Oh, man, they ain't even got this. They ain't even got that. And every time, they come out victorious.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
They've had one real blunder.
100%.
And so with me, man, I believe the Eagles gonna do it.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, church.
Because I really believe, babe, if they don't do it, it may not never happen.
Dude, it may not happen. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no
think the Chiefs is going to be in one of those situations that, say, for the sake of argument, they three-peat.
Yeah.
It's going to take one of those seasons where they get like crazy injury riddled and, everything just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
And then it's like, did y'all really? So then everybody's championship going to have like that low-key asterisk.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't really beat the Chiefs because you feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like right now, they are at full capacity.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing on both sides.
Yeah.
So here is the moment where we don't want to hear about nobody's offensive line. We
Yeah.
don't want to hear about nobody's weapons.
Yeah.
The field is even as it's going to ever get.
Yeah.
So that's why they got to do it. Because I think at full strength, they not going to lose. It's going to have to take a natural disaster catastrophe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the Eagles got the team to do it, man. I believe the Bills could have did it. I just think they got too cute at the end, or you know how we are.
Yeah.
Instead of playing to win, you just playing not to lose.
Yep.
You get real predictable in your play calling. I just think the Eagles got an opportunity to do something special. Last time these two teams met, Jalen Hurts outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Passed for over 300, rushed for over 70, counted for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Now he got Saquon. He got 2-6 in the backfield. And 2-6, that's a different human being.
Yes, he is.
They didn't have a 2-6 the last time.
They sure did.
You feel me? And they defense, to me, even though that team defense led the league in sacks, led the league in turnovers that year, I think this defense is better.
Yes.
This defense is a lot faster to me.
Yes.
This defense got a different kind of tenacity to them than that other. Because that other defense was good too. Like, that was a great defense.
But they had holes in their pause.
Yeah, but something about this defense is a little bit better. I think they're better in man-to-man coverage with the rookies.
Yes.
Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. D. Slay going to do his thing. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
Zach Bond has been balling out.
Yeah.
The D-line has been getting after people. So,
Yeah.
I like this Philly defense, and I'm a roll with Fly Eagles Fly, man.
Yeah. In my opinion, the only thing that I don't like what people have been saying about the Chiefs is that it's been the refs' reasons why they're there. I don't like when people disrespect, players and teams and franchises, and they try to put it on the ref. Well, the ref helped them. It's the ref fault. And I was talking to some of my students this Friday, and I said, at the end of the day, don't put it in the ref hands. You have multiple opportunities. Teams have had multiple opportunities to slay the giant.
Ooh, talk to him, babe.
But they didn't have the right weapon.
Then it wasn't, David couldn't have won without the slingshot.
He didn't have the right weapon. And you know who got the slingshot?
Ooh, got it.
The Philadelphia Eagles. By the name of Saquon.
Well,
who was number 3 in the MVP, which is beyond me by far. I truly believe he was the MVP. I ain't going to hold you. I think if he got the record, he would have been a landslide MVP because it's going to be a long time in history we see somebody do that again. I don't even think he does that again next year.
He won't.
But the opportunity, the sacrifice he made. When you get to the promised land, there's got to be some sacrifice made.
Ooh, that brother preaching well.
And he made the ultimate sacrifice. He sacrificed his single accolades of the rushing title, the single season rushing title, for the big title, the MVP title, the title of titles, and he's going to slay the giant. Don't you like how biblical that sounds? Saquon is going to be the one to get the job done and help the Philadelphia Eagles win another Super Bowl. Because I think they have everything they need. The defense, solid. Great defensive line. Great speed. Great secondary. Great man-on-man press. And I think the Achilles heel has been for all season has been the Kansas City offensive line. They have been finding ways to win. I would never count Patrick Mahomes out. Because the man just know how to win. It doesn't look pretty, but he knows how to win. And I think his mindset is I want history. But let me put y'all on some statistics. Jalen Hurts has only turned the ball over one time in the playoffs. And that was in the Super Bowl. The one fumble that cost that man everything. if Jalen Hurts plays a good football game like Jalen Hurts plays, the Eagles will win. Jalen Hurts don't turn the ball over, Eagles will win. They should have beat them the first time. Hey, we're going to run it back because this time it's our time, and Saquon is going to be the difference maker because I don't care who you are. I know Kansas City has not given up 100-yard rushing all season. All season.
No, at 16 straight playoff games, they ain't gave up 100-yard rush.
No 100-yard rush. But they haven't played Saquon.
They ain't played 2-6.
They haven't played Saquon. And I think if they would have played the Ravens, they would have gave up more than 100 yards. I'm just keeping this stack. Lamar would have got 100 and Henry would have got 100. I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm keeping it real. But I think the Eagles are going to get it done. And I want to say this too. I'm so sick and tired of people mad at greatness. Look, I'm not picking the Chiefs because I don't want to see them be great. I just think I would love to see Saquon after how he was dead, after the Giants didn't want to re-sign him. It's a storybook ending for me. I don't have nothing against Pat Mahomes. Hey, if he get another one, he get another one. He's already in the GOAT debate.
As a Raider fan, I hate to say
well, I understand you got right because you know what I'm saying. But my thing is,
the reason why I'm picking
my thing is this though. It's the constant hate of people being great. Whenever you're great, everybody hates. And I don't mean to rhyme and do that, whatever, but it seems like when you're at the top, people hate that. People hate you being at the top. But the crazy part about it is they wanted you to be there. And then when you get there and you stay there too long, they mad at you because you ain't supposed to be there that long. You was only supposed to be there for a little bit.
You know why, babe?
Why?
It goes back into what we talk about with wrestling. It's all good when you chase it.
Yeah.
But once you get there, it gets stale.
Yeah, it does.
The chase ain't the same.
Chase ain't the same.
Remember when Andy Reid was chasing?
Yeah.
And the Big Red couldn't win the big one.
Yeah.
He couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
And now he win. They like, man, I'm tired of Andy Reid.
And
also,
it's crazy.
You think about this. Remember, the Patriots came out. Remember when Bill Belichick and Tom came out and won 3 real quick? They
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
And then they went 10 years without winning.
Yeah.
So then when they started winning again,
Yeah.
it became interesting again.
Yeah.
Even though they was like, they made it to the Super Bowl twice,
Yeah.
but they didn't win.
Yeah.
So you feel me? And then when they lost, it made the Patriots' mystique different.
Yeah.
But nobody got tired of them because they wasn't always winning.
They was dominant, but they wasn't as dominant as this Chiefs team.
Yeah, and so like
It's
now
different.
it's like damn, man, can like somebody else get a chance?
In the modern era, this is probably the most dominant team or dominant franchise we've seen in a long time. The fact that Pat Mahomes has been in the AFC Championship every time he played in the playoff. I want y'all to let that sink in.
And I started for 7 years, and he's been in 7 straight AFC champions.
I want y'all to let that sink in. And here's my thing. This is I know they try to compare him to Jordan or whatever, but I said, and it's not because I love LeBron. I said he's more of a LeBron fan because Jordan never lost in the Super Bowl. He never lost in the big game.
That's more Joe Montana and Jordan.
They never lost in the Super Bowl. They won or in the big games they never lost. Pat has lost in the Super Bowl, but like LeBron, he's been to 8 straight. Pat Mahomes has been to 7 straight now. I mean,
7 straight AFC titles, and this would be the
5th Super Bowl. It's the 5th Super Bowl.
But he's been to 3. This would be the one he's been to 3 straight.
Yeah, 3 straight, but he's been to 5 total, which is crazy to me. To be in the league, your first year go to AFC Championship, lose. Be in the league again, go to the second year. I think the second year they won it.
Yep.
Then he go again and lost.
Yep.
Then he go back again and win. Then he go back again and win. And then now he's here. It's beyond me.
Hold on.
The man is great. The man deserves his flowers. And I don't want to see him fail. I just would love to see somebody else get a part of the pie. And I'm not mad that he's part of the pie. I'm just saying I want to see him get part of the pie, and I want to see my boy Saquon get what's rightfully deserved. because it's a storybook ending for me. You know, it's and that's how I look at it. I just like the endings. I'm not mad if the Chiefs win. I'm not one of those dudes gonna be.
Story, Cody.
Yeah,
Come on, Eagles.
I want to see Saquon finish the story. But you know who finished the story?
Who did?
The craziest thing ever happened this week. We was watching basketball. It was the Royal Rumble. And we was bigging up Jey Uso, which we're going to talk about wrestling in just a bit. And then the greatest finagle happened out of the blue.
Mate, I just left your house.
You just left.
This is crazy. If I wouldn't have left, we'd have did emergency pie.
Bruh, he just left. And he sent me a text like, "You see this?" And I was like, "What are you talking about, dog?" I was like, "What's wrong, bro? What's going on?" No, this is real. This is real. He was like,
he asked me what's wrong.
I said, "What's good, dog?" No, dog. The Lakers just traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. I said, "Man, ain't no way, bro. This is real, man. This is real. I can't believe it. This is the stupidest trade." I was like, "Bro, you wildin'. They ain't have it." And then on my phone, da-da-da, da-da-da. Lakers trade Luka Doncic. Lakers trade Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, man. And it took the internet and the NBA. This is probably the biggest trade ever since like LeBron big decision and KD going to Golden State. This is big. This is the biggest trade though. Those are free agents. This is the biggest trade ever in NBA history. First, I want to talk. What was your thought? I know you a true diehard Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan, but you a true diehard. What was your first reaction when you saw AD get traded for Luka? Be honest.
I had 48 hours of confusion.
Mm.
I'm being like from Saturday night to damn near Monday morning ish. I'm like, what just happened?
Right.
Like I was on the team, and we about to go. Like
Yeah.
I really felt like I was one of the teammates trying to figure out what just happened. I'm sitting there trying to call people to make sure I ain't tripping. And then once the dust settled, I was like, damn. I had to really, damn, we really got rid of AD.
Yeah.
AD's my guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big AD apologist on our show, in real life. You feel me? Because I feel like AD never really fully got the credit that he deserved. I feel like the Lakers kind of hung him out to dry by forcing him to play the 5 versus having that same formula that won us a championship.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand, why. Why y'all won't go with the formula
that worked.
Yeah. You feel me? It worked. I could see if it didn't work.
Right.
But it worked and got us a chip. So why would y'all go away from that?
Yeah.
And, I just felt like AD never got a fair shake at times.
Yeah.
He didn't help himself at times because he had played real good and then all of a sudden he get to playing soft or not a part of the offense or however that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And this year he was playing well.
Yeah, really well.
This year the Lakers is playing well.
Yeah. Hey, don't cap. In the beginning, he was like, "Oh, here we go," and then they figured it out. Like we always say with WWE, let the story play out.
Yeah, because I felt that JJ was to me, they had stupid defensive principles. And as I watched the season go on, they changed up their defensive principles and how they move and how they play defense. They had to do them differently than what they was doing.
Yeah.
And so they start playing well. You can see there's so much ball movement with that team and how everything is flowing. Hence the reason why LeBron is not even averaging a lot of points. The Lakers is winning game with LeBron scoring 22. He was scoring 23. He's went off a couple of times, but for the most part,
the last 10 games he's been going on.
Yeah, he's been but for the most part, he's been kind of under wraps. He didn't have to do too much. And so that's what my first initial thought. And so then once the bang went away, whoo. Yeah. And I was like, we got Luka.
Yeah.
It's Luka Doncic. The man just averaged 34, 9, and 8.
Yeah.
And he was supposedly fat.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what in shape Luka about to be. I just feel like this Luka,
it's gonna be different.
My God.
Healthy. I feel like if you stay healthy, it's gonna be a different Luka.
It's gonna be a different Luka because now the dynamic, the two-man game between LeBron and Luka is totally different than the two-man game between AD and
Yeah.
Just like the same thing with Kai and AD. It's going to be different. And because now it's like when LeBron is coming off and you want to double off a pick and roll,
Yeah.
and you got to worry about Luka somewhere lurking.
Yeah.
Or when Luka's coming off and you got to double with the pick and roll, you got to worry about Bron.
Oh, it's going to be nasty. I thought about it. You don't know real talk. I thought of
you think, babe, like, who you going to put your best defender on?
I don't know.
Right? So, look, think about this. And this is just me being a basketball guy, and I love my guy AR that much. AR's been cooking. He's averaging 18. I don't know how many third options he's averaging 18 right now.
Yeah, he's ball.
Third option with LeBron and AD. He's averaging 18 right now.
He's coming to his own. That's why I knew they weren't going to trade him.
So you think about it. Your best defender either going to have to go on Bron or Luka.
Yeah.
Your second best defender, that means going to have to go on Bron or Luka. So that means your third best guy got to deal with AR right now?
Yeah. He going to cook, too. He's been cooking.
He's been cooking.
He's been doing very, very well.
You feel me? So I just feel like, and then they went in. So my biggest thing was how they going to finish this off, because it wasn't.
Oh, they finished it off beautifully.
Mark Williams.
And that's your Duke guy. I knew you was excited.
Come on, man.
Duke guy got a Duke guy?
I got a Duke coach and a Duke center coming in. Come on, man.
And he's young.
Let Connect 4 go, because I feel like my boy was,
I wanted him to give away Rui.
I did too.
Get Rui, keep Connect. That's some shooters coming off the bench, and he has a lot of upside as well too. He showed glimpses of what he can be, and they kind of shied away from him a little bit.
Yeah, but on the side note, LaMelo, Connect, and Brandon Miller and Charlotte are gonna be something to watch. I just want to put that out there for people.
Yeah, they just got to stay healthy. They just got to stay healthy.
I know they bad, but they get these little young core pieces together.
Yeah.
Get another big in there because they just traded both of their bigs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was shocked, but I'm happy. Looking forward to the debut. I think it's gonna be Monday.
Yeah.
I really do like Dallas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the lineup of Gafford, AD, PJ Washington, Clay, and Kyrie, with Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the bench, with Max Christie coming off the bench.
Yeah. It's nice. It's gonna be a tough team.
They got a solid little team. When they get Derek Lively back. So I think the Mavs are gonna be set up.
Gonna be tough.
I think there's a loser in this trade. I think the loser is gonna be whoever wins the chip first.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the chip first is that other team is the loser. And that's how I look at it. So if nobody ever wins the chip, then there's no losers in the situation.
Here was my thought process. At first I was like, damn, that's messed up. They ain't even telling me. But I understand now why they couldn't tell nobody. Because if it would have got out, and the crazy part of how they got the third deal and the third team in there, where Danny Ainge didn't even know. Danny Ainge didn't even know that it was for them to get Luka. It was like, hey man, I got these picks, and he was like, I got these players, got these picks. You want them? Yeah, sure. Boom, got them, and then next thing you know, you know, to know that you're responsible for allowing Luka to get to LA is beyond me, and he's going to be playing y'all on Monday. Is beyond me at the end of the day.
That Lakers Celtics stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy to get blind. I know. And you know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to ever help a Laker. You know what I mean? And I just help them with their future and potentially their present right now.
We found out it was too late.
Oh, it was way too late. And here's my thing. The deal in the beginning for me was a shocker. Never thought in a million of years, because the Lakers was playing solid basketball. They was playing. LeBron been on the tangent. They just had a great game against New York. So I'm like, bro, that's why it was a shocker for me, because nobody was talking about trade talk with the Lakers right now. They were saying they got to get a big. They got to get a big. That was it. It wasn't to talk in the sense of what we're talking about now. And now that you see this new Laker team, this is a very, very scary team. I don't care even if LeBron is 40-something years. LeBron is playing the best basketball in his career. To be 40, he's doing some things where you like, man, bro, when are you going to – we see the slowdown, But the impact that he still have and the imprint that he still have on the game of the basketball game is impeccable to see. And I told Jay, I said, you gonna miss LeBron when he gone. I know you talk about Jordan. I know you talk about all this other. You gonna miss this man when he ain't playing in that league. I'm telling you. And now that you got Luka, a triple double, another rebounder, maybe not the best defender, but he's gonna put a lot of pressure on the defense, and he's gonna make it a lot easier. Two people now, two people that makes it easier for everybody else on the floor. All you got to do now, if you're a Laker, is do your job. Do your job. That's it. You don't have no pressure. You got Luka now, and you got Bron. They gonna find you. Now you got to be able to, execute. And I love what JJ's doing with the ball movement and the flow and the defensive presence right now. They're playing great basketball.
Let me ask you this though, babe. We know, and we're very critical of ball dominant players.
Yeah,
you have been very, we don't like it. We hate it when Bron gets to just being ball dominant. Don't nobody. And with the Lakers having this good ball movement and Luka being a predominantly ball dominant guy, how do you think that it changes that dynamic a little bit? Do you feel like what is your thoughts?
Here's my thing.
The offense could potentially look like.
I think the offense is going to be fine because even when you got LeBron now, who at times he's a little bit ball dominant, it's only in spurts. It's not the same. It's like, all right, Bron, it's your spot right here. We calling a play for you. Do your thing. Or you can freestyle this one. And then eventually, if he said like it ain't working, y'all motherfuckers going to get timeout. We're going to run a play, and we're going to get back to what we do. That's what you see in the Lakers now. And Bron...
JJ does that. JJ has been doing that.
Yeah, and I appreciate Bron. And this is what I be talking about with greatness, man. They never get their credit when they're due. They always get the bad stuff. It's like, Bron got this dude fired. Bron has been very, very accepted to JJ Redick offense style, coaching. He's been very coachable. And it's a great relationship. And I tell you, when Bron gets, and I ain't saying JJ is a great coach just yet, but he's showing a lot of great promise. Bron ain't never really had a great coach like that. He had some good coaches. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting none of them coaches. He didn't have no Phil Jack. He didn't have no Popovich. He had some good coaches, but I'm talking about some dudes that demand respect, that demands like buy-in. He haven't had that, and you're seeing a lot of that. And JJ don't play. He don't care who you. He'll call a timeout on your ass. Be like, what the F are we? I remember it was Dalton Connect, and Dalton didn't know to play. He was like, it's your effing play. It's your come on, and he called it time. And I love that because Bron needs that. And no disrespect to Spo. Spo's a good player too. Bron had to buy into that, and when he bought in, you see what happened. You saw championships happen. And then eventually he was like, you know what? I'm ready to move back and go back to Cleveland and try to win one and whatever. But at the end of the day, the culture of the Laker basketball nation is different. It's just different. And the crazy part about it is when the Lakers are winning, niggas is mad. That's the crazy part about it. It's all they're trying to find something to bring the Lakers down.
It's crazy because you listen to, and I'm gonna speak to Charles Barkley mainly. You listen to Barkley and how I just feel like he just got such a hate for the Lakers.
Yeah. And
it's crazy because it's like when they stink, I don't know why we keep putting them on TV. They not that good. Woo, 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 woo.
Right.
Then when they good, they still bad. This not a good team. And I'm like, so who is good?
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at the West, you got OKC, and then you got Memphis.
Yeah. Who's been playing really, really well,
Houston,
by the way. Yeah.
And then Denver, and then the Lakers.
Yeah.
So you don't think we not good enough offensively to beat Memphis? You don't think we not good enough offensively to beat Houston? Like, you think Denver's just so good because they got Jokic? Like, we ain't got one of the top 5 players in the world on our team?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so when I'm listening to these people talk,
yeah,
I just be like, there is really be some underlining hate, or y'all just getting paid to be anti.
Yeah, something, because it don't make sense to me.
Those be the things that don't make sense, because when the Lakers have been playing, they're 10 games over 500.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time.
The Lakers have the 8th best record in the NBA.
Yeah.
You feel me? Charles Barkley come out and say, "Oh, the Lakers not even the best team in LA. The Clippers better than the Lakers, bro."
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
saying
But
that?
they beat their
Like,
dog. They dog walked the Clippers. After that trade, too. Beat them by 20, 30 points.
no AD and no Luka, and the
And
Clippers at full strength.
beat them by 20 something. It wasn't even a game in the first half.
Come on, man. So speak like
I'm telling you right now, this Laker team has been firing on. Even with the Warriors and starting to get a close, they was dogging the Warriors. That was about 20. God damn, I said, what y'all boys sipping on over there, JJ? What y'all got them boys sipping on, JJ? Them boys going crazy.
they playing, man. That defensive lineup,
Yeah.
that lineup they gonna put out there at times where it was the
Finney.
lineup they put out there was Vincent, Braun, Vando,
And Vinny.
Vincent, Braun, Vando, Rui, and Finney Smith.
Oh, it's crazy. They get
they
to
was
it.
out there switching and locking up.
They get to it.
They was
No
out there.
retard. They get to it.
That defensive lineup right there, that defensive lineup can what that lineup does is neutralizes a team
Yeah.
for a stretch.
Yeah.
So they can if they can shut you down and hold you to 2 or 3 points,
And they can get a run going. You see what you see what this man. Yeah.
When Brian goes down, so now you look at it. When Brian goes out, you come in with Luka.
Yeah.
You come in with Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
So now to what you have said, when Brian goes out, you got another guy running the show.
Yeah.
When that guy goes out, you got another guy running the show. And
Yeah.
because they're so the same, the offense don't have to change
It
when
don't.
either one of them is off the court.
No, it don't.
Because they damn near play exactly the same.
No.
You got two
Real
dudes
talk.
on one team that control pace.
Yeah.
What is the playoffs about, babe?
Controlling the pace. And defense.
That's what the playoffs is all about.
Yeah.
All this high flying, scoring 140.
That don't matter in the playoff. It don't get like that in the playoff. It's nuts and bolts.
Come on, man. Games is 110, 10. You know, we like you will get a blowout here and there.
Yeah.
But even the blowouts, the score ain't crazy.
Yeah. It's a closer game than the score.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
like you got Luka and LeBron, two dudes who control pace, who got a great feel of the game.
Yeah.
And again, you got a pissed off Luka.
Yeah. This is a different Luka.
This is about to be Olympic Luka.
This is a different Luka.
Nasty.
This is a different Luka. And to see this Luka coming to the Lakers, I'm gonna say this: they're a scary team. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play this team. I don't care. They got a young center who's been playing extremely well, and I know it's in New Orleans or in Charlotte, and I know when you play on a bad team, but he's still young. He's very savvy. He's athletic. All you got to do is stay away from the injuries. And he's fine. He's going to be a great rim protector. And now they got defense from Vinny. They got different ways they can play you. They got depth, they got height, and they got offense.
Please let him stay. Vando stay healthy, it can get ugly.
It's going to get. I think if he stay healthy, it will get ugly. And I see why they didn't get rid of him. Because
he be out there
harassing and getting rebounds, going crazy.
He had 13 the last game.
Like he's 6'9". Damn near 6'9".
Think about it. Mark Williams has a longer standing reach than Wemby.
Yeah. Mark Williams is the steal of the week. I'm not gonna lie to you, steal of the week. Now let's pivot a little bit. I know you talked about the Mavs.
Got a whole bunch of trades.
I know you talked about the Mavs. How do you feel about AD and Kyrie playing on the same team? I know you said they're tough.
I love it. I really do, bro. Just as a basketball fan, I really do love it. I think AD has always flourished with a solid natural point guard. You think about when he had Rondo in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Drew.
Yeah.
You think about when he had Rondo when the Lakers won. You feel me? AD meshes well with a solid point guard, and Kai is it's a different Kai than what it was before. And I think Kai fully understands he can be him.
Yeah.
But now when you come off that pick and roll with Kai,
you got something.
A different kind of role.
Yeah.
You know, they got lob threats.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you got the gaffers, the livelies, whatever the case is. But now when you come off that pick and roll with AD, you got the pick and pop, you got the pick and seal, you got the pick and, the double screen off.
Yeah.
The Dallas Mavericks are going to be able to do something they couldn't do in the finals, which is get an easy bucket.
Yeah.
And me and you have talked about that too. Teams that can get easy buckets when it starts to break down
Crunch
are
time.
teams that normally win.
Yeah.
Boston was probably the only team for the most part.
Nah, even in the finals, they shot awful in the finals. They had one game when they shot good from, but it was
They were going to the
Porzingis.
cup.
Porzingis was the difference maker.
Yeah, and they was going to the cup. And so they was able to generate easy buckets and they just wanted to attack.
Yeah.
And so now, you feel me? I think they're going to be able to get easier buckets. I think defensively, they become even better.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah.
And I just think this Dallas team is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Give me Dallas and the Lakers in the Western Conference.
Oh man, I love that. That storybook. That's
We're
beautiful.
talk about ratings.
Oh my God. The team that got traded, they traded the 2 stars, and now they play, bruh. Oh my. To the chip?
To go to the chip?
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Somebody got to go home.
Somebody got to go home sad.
And that right there lets you know who the winner of the trade is.
Yeah.
Right
I hope they fade in the playoffs.
Listen.
I hope they fade in the playoffs. I hope they fade. Hope they fade. Yeah.
Coming straight home.
Yeah. What day is that? What day is that? Wednesday?
I don't know.
Is that a Wednesday?
February 22nd.
I feel like that should be a Saturday game. They need to move that. Just for the ratings.
It is a Saturday game.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. February 22nd. Oh, yeah. Saturday. Love it.
And then it's the run back on April 9th.
Yeah. When is the All-Star? Next week?
Yeah, next weekend.
Okay.
You got to talk about that, too. My boy, Ryan, came up with a crazy theory.
Yeah.
And it's not even a theory.
Yeah.
Because it's playing out right in front of our face.
And what's the theory?
Me and him about to be DMing Adam Silver our new All-Star game format. And
okay.
We feel like he should listen to us.
Okay.
Go with this All-Star game format.
All right. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Now, other trades. Jimmy. He's got a new place. Jimmy Buckets is in Golden State. Is that a good move? How do you feel about Jimmy going to Golden State?
It's going to be interesting.
And they paid him too.
Yeah, they gave him his 2-year, $110 million extension.
Sheesh. See, here's my thing. Let's say this, and I'm gonna let you go real quick. Bad behavior
is being rewarded.
Exactly. You don't teach nothing, and I ain't saying you should be teaching something, but like I don't want Jimmy to be ostracized out of the league now. But I'm just saying, like, if you showing that a man can go on a tantrum and be mad and not show up and be fine and get a extension is crazy to me.
But here's how this works, right?
Tell me how this works.
So Jimmy is the reason Luka got traded.
What?
Listen. So we have moved into this. Remember, we moved into the player entitlement era.
Yeah.
Where players have dictated where they want to go.
Yeah.
And so what have players been doing, right? Get to the last year of their deal, man, I want out.
Yeah.
So what's happened?
Except for Brian. Brian.
You said what?
Brian ain't been doing it. He just chill. He chilling.
Yeah. But LeBron has signed a 1-1 deal.
Yeah.
What he's doing in Cleveland. So like, if y'all don't get it right, man, just know like this extra year I can be about.
Yeah.
We're still always putting pressure. So teams, and I'm telling you, teams are going to start getting ahead of the curve, because once a player said he wants out, now whatever deal you want to do is not going to be as sufficient, because they know that player don't want to be there. So if I know you don't want to be there, why would I offer you what you really want? He don't want to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So your asking price can't be the same than what it was before. So,
but Luka wanted to be a Dallas for life.
I get that, but say for the sake of argument, this season goes awry and it don't necessarily work out the way it wants to.
Yeah.
And they not winning or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
They don't know what Luka wants to do. So instead of dealing with the headache and dealing with the Luka headache of whether he's going to re-sign or not, possibly, maybe not, whatever the case is, we're going to just start getting rid of dudes, because owners have been so hamstrung by these situations. Owners, AD, basically said, I want it out. You feel me? And they end up getting a nice little ransom for him, but still, like, the reports was, I want it out. Jimmy Butler, I want out. The James Hardens, I want out. The Giannis, the Dame, look, like.
I hear all that. I do. And in some cases, I think that is a valid statement for real. All right, there's been people that I'm out, trade me,
KD, one
KD,
out.
yeah.
He
But
felt
here's
it.
my thing: Luka ain't never said anything about the man. Cried when he got traded. The man said, "When I found out, I cried. It hurt. It really hurt him because he wanted to be a Dallas Maverick for
Like
life.
Dirk. He wanted to be
He
just like Dirk.
he didn't want to leave. Even in the worst years, he never left. When he could have
He
left,
just bought a house.
he just bought a house in Dallas. Dallas was home for him, and so in that instance, I don't think Jimmy was the reason why. I understand what you're
No,
saying.
not Jimmy. Not Jimmy.
Yeah, I know, no, but I'm saying like I get what you're saying. The GM like it was a like for me. I feel like Dallas was mad disrespectful for trading away your superstar, and it's my thing. I know you didn't want to tell nobody, but the fact that Luka put so much into this, he just got you guys to the Western Conference Finals. He got you guys to the NBA Finals. They didn't win. My question is, do you still trade him if you win? If y'all coming off a championship, because you got to think about it. You start hearing the report. Well, he wasn't in shape. We've been having this issue for a long time. We told him to get right, but he never got right. But y'all was just in the finals and we didn't hear none of this. But now, all of a sudden, Luka's hurt. He's still playing great when he's playing, but he's just been hurt. He tried to rush back for you, and now he put himself back in more injuries instead of taking time and just resting. And you trade the man, and you trade him without even letting him know was the craziest. It was a hurtful thing, and I feel Luka. It's like that's why I said, man, I understand Jimmy because at the end of the day, these billion-dollar companies, man, they do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the players, for the first time in a long time, now have a voice to at least have some input. Because back in the day, if they wanted you gone, you was gone. You had no say. It was like unless you was like MJ. But other than that, you didn't have no say. It was like, no. I trade you when I want to trade you. You gonna sit your butt down, you gonna play, or you ain't gonna get paid. And so, in my opinion, I feel like the Luka thing and Jimmy thing is a little bit different. Jimmy was all right.
And again, it's different. It's apples to oranges. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is having a Jimmy Butler like guy, because this is the third time, then Jimmy didn't throw
3 times. He did it already. He did it in Philly,
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
He did it in Minnesota.
Yeah.
To Philly. Then Philly didn't re-sign him.
So
he
he got.
goes to Miami, and now he did it in Miami now to get to the Warriors.
You gonna do it and go? Hey, look. Your actions tell me who you really are.
Ooh-wee.
I understand one time the man did it every time in his career. So at the end of the day, no disrespect to Jimmy. Look, man. You do what you got to do at the end of the day. I don't. But I'm just calling spade a spade. You've done this every place where you're not happy and you want to move, and it's a tradition now. It's a staple now. It's like if you're in a relationship, all right, she's throwing a tantrum for a reason because she want X, Y, and Z, or he throwing a tantrum for a reason because he want X, Y, and Z. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't think Jimmy and the Warriors work though, and this is my opinion. I don't think Jimmy and the Warriors work. I don't think that chemistry is going to work. I really don't. I think that's not a good fit for Jimmy. Jimmy is like an upgradable Draymond Green to a degree. He can score a little bit more, but they kind of do the same thing. He's a solid passer, not the best passer. I think he can play defense at times, but his things has been injuries. He's been hurt for the last few years. He's been. You can see he's older now. I don't know what LeBron been drinking on, but they need that. You know that little juice on the Space Jam? You know the juice to get on Space Jam? LeBron needs to start selling that, dog. To all my people that's in 40s and up, they need to start selling the Space Jam juice. I don't know because, in my opinion, I feel like Jimmy, he's not the best three-point shooter. He can shoot at times. And he coming, he's an attacker, but that style, I don't know if it works with the Warriors. How do you feel about his style of playing? Do you think it's going to mesh well with that team?
It's going to be interesting. I think the Warriors got him mainly because now they got a guy that can go get a bucket when Steph's off the court.
Yeah.
And I think that the way you're going to play it is now you got two defensive anchors in Draymond and Jimmy.
Yeah.
So your starting five is going to be uh, Steph, Prozinski, Jimmy, Dre, and then probably Kumunga once he comes back. So now you got to think about it. You got a lot of wings, you got athletic wings. You got three dudes that can play defense,
Yeah.
and then your shooting basically gonna come from
Steph.
Steph, and the other kid.
Yeah.
And Jimmy just gonna have to knock down some shots when he can, and he gonna just play from the mid range.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So I think once they kind of figure it out,
Yeah.
they're going to be okay. Because now when Steph is off the court, you still got somebody that can go score. They was really lacking
a second score.
Get them a bucket.
Well, Kaminga was going to be that until he got hurt. He was starting to be that. He was coming into his own.
Yeah. And so now you got a Jimmy Butler that can go get you a bucket. And we know how it is when,
More trades. How do you feel about, we ain't going to touch too much because it's getting crazy on time, but the De'Aaron Fox and the Zach LaVine.
I like that a lot. Now the Spurs is looking like a steroid OKC.
Yeah.
Because they got Wemby. So they got the small guard lineup with Fox, Castle, and CP3.
Yeah.
Get Wemby. So I like that. De'Aaron Fox and Wemby running together for the next few years. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
The Spurs is gonna be a fun team to watch. Still prayers out to Coach Pop, who ain't been back yet from suffering that I think he had a stroke, whatever the case he had earlier this year. So, still prayers out to Coach Pop. But
yeah,
they're going to be a good team, man. They're going to be a young, hungry, active team.
Yeah. No, real talk. I like it. I think they're going to be a great team in the future. I think Wemby's is supposed to be, and Jordan was talking about who's going to be the guy that takes over. I think Wemby may take over, but to be the guy is bigger than just basketball. To be the guy, you have to have the off-the-court presence that can drive this league because it comes with a lot of pressure. Every time they've been trying to make people the guy. They wanted KD to be the guy. They wanted Kawhi to be the guy. They wanted Anthony Edwards to be the guy. They, Jokic. They wanted Giannis, but they not taking that torch to be the face. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you need just one face. Now you want Jason Tatum, but there's something missing about them. And they're superstars, but they don't have that, that star. And maybe Luka can be the guy now that he's in LA. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying? It's like the pop that is missing. And maybe Wemby could be that, basketball-wise for sure. And he's going to be a sensational if he stays healthy. But I don't know his on the mic. You got to be, it's almost like we talk about wrestling. You can't just be a great wrestler to be the guy.
You got the promo skills.
You got to be the all-around total package to be the guy, to sell a product. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what you say, this is a business. It's not just basketball. They're not just watching basketball. They love storylines. They love all the names. And there's a lot of great names. But we don't know who's going to be that guy, and it's going to be interesting to see. But for me, I like the trade. I feel like Sacramento is about to be awful. They just I don't know. I feel like it ain't going to work. I don't know if
they're not going to be awful, but it's going to be interesting because they added Johan Valanciunas, so they got Valanciunas and Sabonis.
But they don't have a point. They're missing a point guard.
They got LaVine.
LaVine is not a point guard.
Yeah, I mean, he plays one.
No, he's a two. He's a two, maybe a three at times, but him and DeMar are 2 and 3. They're combo guards. They're not a one. And I think, I feel like if the Sacramento Kings would have traded,
I think they supposed to move Malik Monk into that one spot.
No, I feel like if they would have traded CP3 to Sac with LaVine, with DeRozan, with Sabonis and Valanciunas, they would have been a solid, because you need a floor setter. People don't understand the value of a true floor setter. It's a beautiful thing, and I don't think LaVine gonna be that. And you're seeing it right now. Not even saying they're just bad, but it's just like they don't have no flow, no chemistry, and I'm telling you, they're gonna be taking a lot of tough ass shots, man, and it's gonna be tough for them to. But hey, it's different, it's new, and it's good to see. It's good to see.
How you feel about Kuzma to the Bucks?
I think it's a good pick. I think Kuzma done his dues, and now he's back in the championship contender team. And I feel like his size, he can be another stretch that can stretch the floor and shoot the ball and play some defense. Rebound.
Their front court got a lot of size to it.
Got a whole lot of size. I feel like you got Giannis, you got Middleton,
Kuzma,
Kuz, D. Lillard is the shortest. Then you got Lopez. You know what I'm saying? So you got four big ass dudes, and one. But you got a floor setter. You got a guy who can.
Kuzma got traded for Middleton, so he ain't on the team.
Oh, Middleton gone?
Yeah, Middleton was a trade for Kuzma.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Banks said that's disrespectful. How's it disrespectful?
Wow.
He wasn't playing. And he wasn't playing good. Them knees is shot.
Damn. That's tough. Now I see why Jimmy do what Jimmy do. Like it just be like, bro, this man has helped you win a championship. At one point, he was the number 2 to the number 1 Giannis.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, you have a couple bad years, niggas like, get your ass out of here. And then they gonna send you to the Wizards that ain't got no potential of making a play. Bro, it's the most disrespectful thing you can do to a man, dog. I like for me.
What about the Wizards buy Middleton out and then Lakers go pick up Middleton?
I love it. Pick him up.
Crazy.
I love it.
That'd be a good little pickup.
I would pick him up, play it for cheap.
Yeah, you see that Ben Simmons got bought out and is probably gonna sign with the Clippers. I don't know how that's gonna make them better.
Yeah, what we talked about when it comes to living up to your expectations. There's only, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm a LeBron fan. I'm just being true. I'm being honest. There's only one man besides Kevin Garnett, I should say. But even with Kevin Garnett, he didn't have the same hype that this man has had coming out of high school. Like, they followed Kevin Garnett. It was still coming. It was still an up and coming thing, high school player. But this man, LeBron James, was crowned the chosen one. And everybody besides that came after that, look at Zion. Second one that got crowned. Can't stay healthy. Ben Simmons. What'd they say? He gonna be the next LeBron James. He ain't panned out to what he. Now Wemby, he's gonna be his own unicorn. The difference of difference. We gotta see. There's only the second person that there's only one man who's been able to stand the test of time and prove his chosenness. I would love to see Wemby do it. You know, Wemby's probably the second biggest, like where he's had that excitement as like, damn, this dude coming to the NBA, this is gonna be crazy. Now, could he live up to the expectations and stay healthy? It'll be dope to see because he'll be the second one who's done it at that capacity. Like with MJ and Jordan, they came under the radar. They did great in college, but nobody, and I'm keeping it a stat, nobody thought that those two individuals was going to do the things that they was capable of doing. And then that's when, because if you did, it would have took off in the beginning. Jordan was going crazy, and it was like, man, this little young stud is cooking. Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying?
He was kind of held back in college, like
right.
He hit the game-winning jumper as a freshman, and then those next 2 seasons, because that was James Worthy team basically.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, and he came out and he was good.
It was like, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, damn. So this was Dean Smith was keeping under the garage, like
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nothing taken away from Jordan. We know his iconic.
Being like a gang buster.
Yeah.
But if Jordan would have got the Jordan hype that he ended up getting, right?
Yeah.
As he was in college, I think that would have been the only thing really comparable. Because the college Jordan, although he went number 3 in the draft, because number 3 is still number 3.
Yeah.
It was like It was just he's gonna be a good player.
Yeah,
Nobody expected Jordan.
nobody. But here's my thing though, because
Jordan.
Jordan. Here's my thing too, and I say this: I don't think Jordan becomes Jordan if he doesn't experience the way his career the way he had to experience. He was always overlooked. He was always like, you're never gonna be this. So it struck a chord. Jordan mindset is I wanted to be accepted, and since you don't accept me, I'm gonna beat this out of you. So you gotta accept me now. I gotta be a killer. Think about this. He just wanted to be a part of the club, but since they didn't accept him in the club, it was like, well, I'm gonna kill all y'all, and I'm gonna prove. He always played with it. I'm proving you that I'm better than you because you don't think that I have what it takes to be at your level. So I'm gonna put another. It's the different mindset, and I always tell people, your upbringing, your mindset shapes your character. Like if you grow up and you privileged, you can't have no struggle mindset. You ain't never know what it felt like to struggle. That's just how it be. Jordan and Kobe, they had to struggle to get it. They had to work for it. LeBron kind of was like, it's yours. It's yours. What you need.
And again, to LeBron's credit, he didn't disrespect that. He
No.
didn't shy from it. He
Nope.
lived up to it. He had his pitfalls and all
Yeah.
this. Like I said, I appreciate LeBron. My my gripe with LeBron is just basketball. Like just the game of basketball and how he plays it is just kind of like I can pick at that. But overall, I'm always acknowledge how great the man is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always acknowledge what he's done for the game of basketball. I'm gonna always acknowledge those kind of things. It's just nuances about him that just piss me off, and that's just a me thing.
Yeah. No, I feel it. I feel it.
I like that. And so, but again, man, it's like you said, we're looking for the next star.
Yeah.
We're looking to see who's going to be that. And I was just talking to my boy yesterday. We can move into the All-Star game situation. Luka winning a title in LA
Will be crazy.
just for like the stardom of it.
Yeah.
And Lakers is one of the greatest popular most brands in the world.
Yeah. It's
now you got one of the most popular international stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Babe, my goodness.
It's gonna be crazy. If the Lakers win the championship, even if they don't do it without LeBron, even if they do it without LeBron, it's gonna be crazy. But if they do it with LeBron, I know they're gonna be like, well, yeah, Luka. And this is another thing I always tell people: like, you're mad at this man because he's playing with all these. Have you ever thought about two things? Number one, the game has evolved. The game has evolved. There's more stars in the game. Okay, like and number two, they want to go. Besides the Luka thing, they want to go play with him. Like at the end of the day, back in the day, niggas just stayed at where they wanted to stay. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to go play with Jordan. They wanted to beat him. You know what I'm saying?
But I get to your point. I just think because there's so many stars.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna be hard for people to avoid
playing with each other. Pause. That sounded awful. Oh my lord, my bad. My bad.
I tried.
But anyway, the All Star. So what's your?
So my boy calls me. My boy Ryan. Shout out to my boy RJ. He calls me like, "Hey, bro, the NBA to set up a fix." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Look at the 3 All Star teams and how they were picked." And he said, because I sat back and watched the draft live. Because I said I didn't watch the draft. He said he sat back and watched the draft live.
Yeah.
So you look at Shaq's team, babe.
Yeah.
Shaq got all the vets.
Yeah.
You look at Chuck's team. Chuck's got all the foreigners.
Yeah.
And you look at Kenny's team. Kenny got all the young bucks.
Yeah.
And so to me, what my boy was talking about, and I'm listening to him, he said they're basically trying to set up a world versus USA all-star game without really talking about it. Because if it goes well, like say you get the Chuck's team versus Shaq team in that little championship, because it's going to be 4 teams.
Yeah.
Now you're getting the best of the world against the best of the U.S. to a certain extent, especially all the vets.
Yeah.
And how that's going to play out.
Yeah.
So then if it plays out well, next year All-Star game is basically U.S. versus the world.
Yeah.
Which is set up to be crazy because that world team is Luka, Shea,
Yeah.
Joker,
Yeah.
Giannis,
Yeah.
and who do we say? Wemby. That's they starting five.
Who we got? We got Bron,
I'm
Steph,
talking
Jason Tatum, Embiid. Who else? Jalen Brown,
Jalen Brown.
John
They also
Preston.
got, you gotta think about it. Off the bench, they still got Cat.
Yeah.
They still got Sabonis.
Yeah.
They still got Porzingis. They still
This is the
got
world team,
Wagner.
right?
World team.
Yeah.
They still got Wagner off the bench. You still got Jamal Murray you could throw in off the bench.
I think it would change, like especially in the time we're in with patrioticness and all this stuff. It would be very patriotically to see something like that.
Then we was like, all right, so if we do that, right? You do that. So you move the All-Star game, have the first international All-Star game. U.S. versus the world over in Paris or somewhere at an international All-Star game.
Yeah.
And then the 3-point contest be a battle of the European top 3 versus the U.S. top 3 in a 3-round shoot-off.
Almost like Olympics.
In a 3-round shoot-off. So you will go up. So say we put Dame, Steph, and Anthony Edwards, right?
Yeah.
Against the 3 from there.
Yeah.
So each round you will start off with, you will keep your score.
Yeah. Whoever get the most score at the end.
So so the first round, but you can't shoot the same. Everybody can't shoot at the same spot they shot at the first time.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Bake, the different pressure is both people are shooting at the same time. Because Bake, and you're a hooper, it's a different pressure when you just shooting by yourself versus at the other end.
Yeah, I've seen that. Somebody did that before where it was like 2 people shooting at the same time. And
in college.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the pressure is there because you getting to hear and everybody saying, "Ooh," because that person going on the street.
It's going to do. Yeah. It's different.
It hit your heart different because you're like, damn, he over there.
He cooking.
They're making it. So let me, because you don't know his score.
Yeah.
You're just hearing the oohs and the ahs.
100%.
So we were just talking about creating a whole different atmosphere.
No, I like that.
USA versus the world turn into an all-star game. I mean, make it an all-star game. Have that all-star game in an international place and let it go up.
Yeah. No,
you just go to Canada. You ain't even got to go too far. You just go to Canada.
It'd be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised. The All-Star game needs a fix, and I think this new year system and new method, we're gonna see how it works because it's been boring. It ain't been. Even if they play even if they play with more intensity, it just don't have it. I don't know what it is right now. It's outdated. Like it's just a lot of stuff we do is very outdated. It ain't.
The way it's set up right now, you gotta take this fade seriously. To me, because it's set up to where the U.S. is gonna be playing against this world team. And it's already been talks that the European players are better than the Americans.
Well, yeah, but we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying?
But the way the teams are set up, you got 4 teams.
Right. You got
One team is mostly 98% European. The other 3 teams are USA players for the most part.
No, here's my thing though. This is the thing that now is different, and I don't know why. But in today's times, people get hurt more than ever than back in the day. Like where the intensity of basketball was different in these All-Star games. So with the fear of mine, and now they're getting a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
It's even crazier. How you making more money but being more soft?
Yeah. You get more money, and so businesses and teams are now like, nah, we're going to respect. Because even with the Paul George thing, remember when Q did the All-Star game for the what's the name? He couldn't play because, Philly said no. You know what I'm saying? They are protecting their investment now. And imagine even in the All-Star game, they're like, nah. Don't be going crazy, goddammit. We paying you $200-something million. We paying you $60-something million a year. Back in the day, them contracts wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being honest. It's a business move, and I know the players. They have got times where it get crunch time. They start to get a little bit more serious at times, but it's not the same.
But the game be getting so far away.
It's too late.
Yeah, I just look at it like
That's why I think this new method, because it's a quicker game and it's a playoff red robin type thing where you may have a little bit more intensity. I think this is why I said why the MLB is better than every playoff or all-star game,
means something
because they're playing for something. And I'm telling you, if you want these things to mean something, you need to put home court advantage on that thing. The winner, and you need to go back to East and West, or whatever the case may be, in that division. Who I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care about records.
It's gonna mean something, because you got to think about it. It's like one of us is gonna be there from either side,
Right.
So
hey, imagine if you the AC, you make it to the playoffs. Now you got the home seat. You know what I'm saying? And you playing against a team who's number one seed. It means something. It's not just about money. Money, they make enough money now. You got to put more things tied to this stuff. That's like what I said with the cup. I said the cup.
You said that. You said, but I think I like the All-Star game better than the cup, because the All-Star game is you looking at the other 13 dudes on the team and you like, look here, bruh. One of us got to make it. Do you want to have to go on the road or not? So that means we have to automatically play at a different tempo and pace, just because we got to sit there and protect the investment of us securing home field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I've always said, even with the cup, you want the cup to mean something, you get an automatic playoff spot. You get an automatic play in. Like, you are automatically in the play. Niggas will. You give a team like the Washington Wizards a chance,
knowing that if we can be trash,
and we gonna get in the play in at least.
Yeah.
People start playing more serious now, because it's like, dog, we are getting an opportunity to get a play in.
The cup guarantees you at least a 10 seed, no matter
what you are, and if you
that means the other teams have to play, because it's like, well, we ain't got an extra spot,
right?
You wasn't already a part of that extra spot,
exactly. And this is how you create excitement, because this is why MLB is exciting.
But I feel like the pushback is do you not care as much when you know that you already at least got to play it? So like,
it don't matter. That's the luxury of it. Like, even if you don't care, that's your fault. If you gonna tank and you gonna get your ass whooped in the first round, you only gonna get
not get whooped. I'm just saying, you just like, well, we gonna chill. We know we the 10 seed, so we can lose.
And that's fine. If that's what they're going to do, that's their choice. Because when you get there, it's only one game. You're playing one game. Now, if you chilling and you can go on a maximum street, I'm telling you, I always tell people, the cream will always rise to the top. The Wizards may not win those ever. It's always maybe teams that we've already talked about, like the Lakers, the Mavericks, the OKC, all these other teams. Well, you know they're going to be in the playoff. But it gives hope to the lower teams, bruh. It gives hope. But anyway, we'll talk more about that. But like I said, I think if you want these games to matter, you do what the MLB is doing, is you put more freaking ties to that thing. Like,
and Bake, man, they need to go back to team jerseys.
Yeah.
All these damn new jerseys all these teams got, man. Let these jerseys get showcased in these All-Star games.
Yeah, that's the beauty for All-Star games. That's what All-Star games is all about.
I used to love back in the day, man, when everybody was wearing their team jersey.
Yeah.
Like, it was dope to watch.
Yeah, even with the football, man, I feel like NFL needs to go back to having an All-Star game after the Super Bowl. This before the Super Bowl sucks. It's trash. I'm sorry. It's no disrespect. Even if they're going to still do the flag. Bro, you got Pat Mahomes. You got Lamar Jackson. You got all Saquon Barkley. They're not in the All-Star game because they're playing or they're preparing for a Super Bowl or they choosing to sit out.
We had Russell Wilson and Drake May.
Come on, man. Like let's be one. The All-Star game is meant to be an All-Star game. Like put these players, put these teams at the end, dog. It's a week later. It's cool. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Or had a 2 weeks or whatever. I don't know, but this, and then you just push back the All-Star game for the NBA, because I get it. You don't want to step on nobody's toes. I understand. But, so you can do the All-Star game late February. It's cool. We make it do what it do. It is what it is. It'll work out. sheesh, niggas don't want to play anyway. I mean, they can do what they do. Now, we got to get into the wrestling before we wrap up.
Dang, man, they took down our stream on the set.
Yeah, we did a watch party. We know how to do it now next time where we can not get in trouble. Yeah, we can have the audio, but we can't have the audio loud. We can hear it, but we can't hear it. And the fact that it was too loud, they heard it. But a lot of storylines been going on. You got Solo Sikoa back, making a major impact. Jey Uso, 2025 Royal Rumble winner. Cody Rhodes, drawing a line, let you know if you choose me. We got the Charlotte Flair and Tiffy. We also got Charlotte.
I've been preaching that for months.
Yeah.
And we want to get out of her shadow.
We got
tired of being in your shadow, Charlotte.
Yep, and then we got Jacob Fatu, who said, "Hey, bruh, number love, but you ain't the one gonna bring the title back. It ain't gonna be you." Like he letting his place know, like I'm gonna be the one. And now Solo's back, so it's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff. And we still know Roman Reigns is gonna be fighting probably next week to gear up for the Elimination Chamber because he got to be in there. CM Punk is already in there. You know what I'm saying? Drew McIntyre's in there. John Cena's already in there. And now, you know, Roman's going to be in there.
Yeah, Seth's match coming up on Monday.
And then Roman's probably going to be next week. But here's my thing. How do you feel about the storylines going into Elimination Chamber? How do you see this card playing out?
On a smaller scale, I like the Street Profits new angle.
I love it.
So we're gonna start the smaller scale. I like the Street Profits new angle. I like the little beef between Rhea and Charlotte, and Rhea trying to, tell her that she trying to be at the top of the food chain, and then Tiffy coming out telling Charlotte, she tired of being in her shadow. So they're creating an element of surprise of like whatever way they go is gonna be a great storyline. This CM Punk, Seth, Roman thing.
It's crazy.
It's interesting how they about to play this out. It's very, very interesting how they about to play this out. And because all that is kind of centered around how this thing about to play out with Cody and John Cena. Because like right now, we're setting up what I'm seeing and reading is Punk, Rollins, Roman.
Triple threat. I like it.
But there's nothing there.
It's a lot there.
It's just beef.
No. Hey, wait a minute. It's a lot there, dog. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's think about this. Roman has still, even with hitting Rollins in the back of the chair, he's still. No. He hit Rollins in the back of the chair and it cost him the match. Rollins has been an Achilles heel for Roman Reigns right now.
That's what I said. I know what I'm saying. Rollins hit Roman.
I'm saying Roman hit Rollins in WrestleMania. Remember Rollins came out there in the Shield costume when Cody beat him in Philadelphia? And then Roman had a chance to hit Cody, but he chose to hit Rollins. And then now again, what I love what WWE's doing, again, it happened again. Rollins cost the tribal chief an opportunity to get back to the spot by costing him, fighting him. And then CM Punk took his guard down. Again, what happens? He gets eliminated by CM Punk because of who? Seth Rollins. It's a deeper rooted. And now you got CM Punk. CM Punk ain't got no issue with Rollins. But Rollins has always had an issue with CM Punk because it's like, hey, man, you hate me for what?
Because you left.
Because you left. And you never answered my call. And I looked up to you. You was the beacon in the locker room. And now CM Punk now. And now he's what is Rollins doing? He's being a pest to people trying to get to their moment. He's doing it to CM Punk. And he's doing it to Roman Reigns. And then you know the beef between Roman and... I had Paul Heyman first. I was the Paul Heyman guy before you. Just let it be known. He owes me a favor. I didn't have to team up with y'all in the Survivor Series war game. I did that for Paul because Paul gonna do something for me. It's so many intricate story. I'm okay with a triple threat because it opens up the possibility of so much happening. And could that be that put the winner of that match gets an opportunity to be the number one contender for the WWE title at SummerSlam?
I mean, I see it. I understand it. I understand the nature of the business for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking that.
Yeah.
I just know that ends the whole
This way.
Roman,
Yeah.
that ends the whole Rock versus Roman thing, which was supposed to tear the roof off.
Yeah, Rock. I don't think Rock's gonna be able to wrestle.
Nah,
I thought the only hope I got right now is Rock in the Elimination Chamber.
No, we ain't getting that either.
I would have loved to see that.
I was reading something recently. That's why people felt, allegedly, some of the tea leaves that The Rock has felt some kind of way because it's getting leaked or it's being told that he's not going to wrestle at Mania because people felt like, so why did you come out and do that teaser when he came out after was that Bad Blood?
Yeah.
Whatever pay-per-view when he showed up at the end.
Yeah, he did all he did a whole lot and then he hasn't delivered yet.
Yeah, he did a whole lot for it to mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like people basically said like it's Dwayne Johnson and
I'm here.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
And so, and that's why it was interesting that like on the Netflix thing how he was being so.
It was nice.
Yeah. Like,
even if you wanted to do that, he still had he's had multiple opportunities to be that character and to main event against Cody and maybe lose or win, who knows? But that people want that. People want that story to finish, and I think they're more upset about The Rock not delivering that piece. I think
because it was like when the Raw after WrestleMania, you gave him whatever you gave him in his hand.
It's a lot of unstory. Yeah.
Didn't nobody know like that. Then you said remember I pinned you, and then you show up after the end of the pay-per-view doing this and then doing this, and it has amounted
to nothing.
And I think that's it's just very disappointing. Like that's right now, that's only the in this year cycle.
Yeah, that's the biggest drop off. Yeah, that's the biggest disappointment.
Thing,
yeah,
because it's like it's nothing there, and we just.
But I will say this: I think that there's still time, but it may not be a WrestleMania moment. It may be Remember what's a 2-night event that's coming up in the next couple of months. If we don't have to use The Rock. Right now, we have so much meat and potatoes on these bones and then on this plate. We can wait. Rock can come out and at the end of WrestleMania and Cody moment and rock bottom his ass and then shock the world. Be like having one of those moments like how did Rock OMG. And then he can start that storyline to say, hey, remember Cody? Mama Rose! What The Rock did to you? You had your WrestleMania moment again. You did it in a year.
Because think about
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, to your point, if we're going to create these dream scenarios, you get Cody versus Cena.
Yeah.
The Rock comes out, costs Cody the title at Mania after Cody just won the title at Mania.
Woo! Okay, we talking.
Now you get CM Punk win that triple threat match, and then you let CM Punk beat Cena for the title to let him take the title back.
That's some good writing right there. That's some good. That's some good. And
you can kind of build the Rock Cody saga. You feel me? And you can read. It's a lot.
I like that though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some good booking right there. The Rock comes and costs Cody everything, and why everybody thought that, and the person that he helps is John Cena, somebody who he's had rivalries with.
He's going to end up losing the title.
We know he's going to lose eventually.
Yeah,
but he can lose it to CM Punk. I like that, and then Roman. That can be where Paul Heyman can potentially screw Roman, and now you got a new because remember, we don't necessarily need Roman. Roman is a character that has evolved, and now you may see another vulnerable side of Roman. Now, I don't have my bloodline back. I don't have my wise man no more. I'm in a different world right now, where now I can take my character,
Yeah,
because Roman is really big on character development. I could
yeah.
take this character to a different. People always want to see vulnerability from me.
Because he becomes the prey.
Yeah,
He's no longer the predator.
yeah,
Because you take his wise man, you
yep,
take the bloodline.
yep,
All he got is himself and a Ula Fowler.
yeah.
That's it.
And now he got a big bring it, and now he's the chaser, and now he's chasing even bigger than ever before because he's doing it without the bloodline. He's doing it without anybody that's on his side, and it's a different version of him, which is actually a very
Yeah,
amazing
man.
story that you can
Roman
do.
can turn into Luka.
Exactly.
The Luka.
You get what I'm saying? Because think about it. You don't want him to just get it back that easily.
No.
Roman is okay with working for, because he's always done it his career before he became the tribal chief. So now he get close, thinking he about to get it, but Roman has to finish a story, and the story that he has to finish is the Seth Rollins story. He has to close that chapter because Seth Rollins has been the thorn to Roman Reigns' greatness. He's been the thorn.
Because remember, they had a little storyline battle when Roman had the title during the Roman's reign.
In Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Little Seth Roman
But
championship match.
And then when they fought, remember, Roman Reigns lost by disqualification because he and I love it. This is deep rooted storytelling. That's long term story developing. And I see it. Rollins has to that has to get done. Roman won't win a championship until he completes that story, and he knows it. And that's why even when you see the Royal Rumble, and I ain't even seen it until I looked it back. When he looked at Rollins, and remember we said that look, he was looking at him like
that camo shot.
That it was like you mother, you didn't.
You know what it remind me of?
What?
Honestly,
What?
It looked to me like me being a nerd to a certain extent. It looked like a Mufasa and Scar scene.
Yes.
Like Scar lurking in the background.
Yes.
Dark hair.
Yes.
And Rollins got the
yes.
like Mufasa.
Yes.
Of Scar.
It was like that. It was that big of a moment.
Yeah, it was. It was
and that's why I'm saying they have to finish that. I even like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
I like that too.
It's a big moment.
Now the speculation is that curb stomp is what gave Roman a concussion.
Oh, Roman got a concussion?
I mean, I don't know
if
it worked or it's for real.
I love it.
Remember, he curb stomped him on the.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And I'm telling you, I think they fight at SummerSlam because CM Punk is still going to be in the mix or whatever. And I think Rollins is going to cost Roman an opportunity for the number one contender, and CM Punk will be that one guy, the number one guy, right? And I think Paul Heyman is going to play a role into that. And I even think when Roman faces Paul Heyman, I think that's when the favor happens. I think it's not to help him get the title. I think it's going to be able to help him keep the title. But in all, before we wrap up, Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, well deserved. I said it. I said it after he lost to Gunther. I said Jey Uso needs to win the Royal Rumble.
I mean,
I said that.
As long as they gonna let him win at Mania, I'm cool. He lose at Mania, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm mad. If WWE do this to this man, if I'm Jey Uso, I go to AEW. I'm sorry. I'll leave. I'll leave to AEW because I can't be over as much as I'm over. I got the whole crowd yeeting. I got the whole building standing ovation. And if you don't let me get my moment,
they said when they was at Clash of the Champions overseas,
yeah,
Jay was not on the card.
Yeah.
But the whole scene was still yeeting.
Yeah.
And Jay wasn't even there.
Yeah.
that's when you know you over.
He's been over, and I don't want WWE to not take advantage of the over moment. He's been paid his dues, and and before we wrap, I love
5 title matches. Like, God damn.
But the beautiful thing, you know why I know why he lost now. I know why he lost because they was gonna put him as an Intercontinental Champion, and they realized he was bigger than that, and he was way over than that, and he needed a more a bigger push. And you know what's crazy? What I love about Jay Uso's story and his character now is his emotional side. It's real.
Because it's real. Like he's the character that he's playing is really him.
Yeah.
It ain't a character. Like how he feels right now, it's work and he's buying into it.
Yeah.
But this is how he really
feels.
He
wants to be respected.
Without having to, to really say like this is what this is, and wrestling is still predetermined.
Yeah.
But in that is like even though it's predetermined, them picking you means a lot.
Yeah.
And when it means a lot, you know that you're about to become the face of the company.
I think
this is what you're setting up.
Yeah.
Can you really be the face of the company?
Hell yeah. He's killing in all merchandise. That Yeet is going crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go buy me a shirt.
It's Yeet Mania right now.
Yeah,
it's Yeet Mania right now, dog. And so I'm telling you, before the last point for me is honest to truth. The WWE and where they are at right now, I feel like the Bloodline story is probably the greatest story in wrestling history. Because this story has so many layers. This story has so many ways and outcomes and that can go and play. That this story by far will go down in history as the greatest storyline in wrestling. Because think about this, man. We've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, and it's still developing and building. And it's all you got to be a crazy writer to write a story for 5 years ago and have it intertwingle, and it's still even branching out even more. It's crazy, and I can't wait. It's made me become a big ass wrestling fan again that I haven't been in a while.
It's a good time, man. We had a good time. We had the apex of it.
Yeah.
So Super Bowl tomorrow, we got the Eagles.
Yeah.
Lakers make big trades.
Yeah.
Luka's a Laker.
Yeah.
He's a Mav. The sneaky pickup before we get out of here is DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs. People need to talk about that. DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs, that gives them another athletic wing that can play defense but can also score, to pair him with Mobley and the other big fella, Allen.
Yeah.
So that's starting 5 of Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, and Allen.
So they traded LeVert?
Yeah, they traded LeVert and somebody else. Georgie Yang. Yeah, they traded LeVert and Yang. And got DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. But anyway, it's Saturday. Have the rest of your remaining day. Saturday, like I said, we're gonna get my boy Reason right, man. We're gonna get him a mic. We're gonna get the camera. He's gonna be looking official with like a referee with a whistle, and he's a ref too. And the fact that he ain't official yet, we gonna throw some flags on the play. We gotta throw some flags on the play. Anyway, y'all have an amazing Saturday. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed, stay encouraged, stay positive, stay safe. Okay, stay safe. There's a lot of bird flu going around, a whole lot of sickness going around. Be safe. All right, we love y'all. Always remember to stay blessed and to talk that talk. Till next time.